Idol. Good afternoon, sir. Dito ba makita? I'm Jean Cloud Van Posadas. I'm Alma Pedere. And I'm Jumala Rodriguez. We are the student of Franciscan College of Immaculate Concepcion. Can you interrupt a few minutes? We have asked you a few questions. How do citizens of your country perceive Filipinos?
Well, the Philippines is a country that's far away, and it's not in the news very often, so they don't think much. They think of local events. Sometimes the Philippines is on the news, usually because of a disaster or weather or something like that, and they think of it as a country that's very, very far away, very different from how sometimes they become more aware of the country by having friends who are from the Philippines. And in that case, they are quite likely to visit, because the Philippines is a nice country. And anyone who visits, I've found, enjoys their visit to the Philippines.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Ikaduha, how do you think Filipinos perceive citizens of your country? Yes,
If I had to describe Americans in one word, based on how Filipinos perceive Americans, I would say rich. America as a rich country, because it appears that people here have a lot of money. It's not actually true, but that seems to be, because people go on vacation, usually have more money to spend.
Okay, thank you.
A lot of people can afford to travel, and so they don't. But those who can't afford to travel spend a lot of money. I've heard people tell me that America is a desirable country to live in for those Filipinos who like to leave their own country. So a number of Filipinos that have tried to emigrate to America and seem quite happy when they do.
Next guy, describe the differences in manner of speaking.
I would say American people are less likely to talk with anyone they do not know, the strangers. Filipinos communicate more casually. They speak to each other more openly. Introduced to someone before they would speak. As well, in business, it's acceptable to speak to strangers, people you don't know in America. Unlike my native country of France, where you have a personal relationship with the person you're doing business. And I found it may be similar in Philippines as well, that you have to know and trust the person before you do business with them. In the
Next guy, what are the different behaviors of Filipinos that are not acceptable or not usually done in your home country?
Well, I would say in the U.S. there are two different types of social gatherings. There's the party, where anyone is invited, anyone can go, and then there are more formal occasions, such as the wedding or formal dinner, where specific people are invited. Normally in Philippines, having additional guests or family members attend that is quite acceptable. But in the U.S., it doesn't happen. Only those people who are invited would go to. Otherwise, I would say people behave more or less the same in both countries.
Next, what are similarities of Filipinos and citizens of your country in terms of behavior and thinking?
As I was just saying, most behaviors and thinking are very similar with people around the world, including the U.S. There are nice people who are angry, shy, people who be social or like to be alone. Unfortunately, there are scammers and criminals in both countries as well. They are everywhere in the world. There are people who care. There are serious people, people who work hard, people who are lazy in both countries as well. Not all Americans work hard either. Not all Filipinos work hard. It's the same everywhere. Also, by the way, have opinions about each other, good or bad, and sometimes they say things about each other without knowledge. Rumors or things they've heard which may not be accurate. They are the same all around the world.
What was the most difficult adjustment staying in the Philippines?
Well, I lived in Arizona, so that's a desert, very dry, very hot, but very dry. So many years I was used to dry conditions. It was very difficult to adjust to the humidity in the Philippines. I found myself sweating all the time. The size of seats in buses, it's difficult for me to fit inside of a jeep. I'm also quite tall, which you can't tell on this call, but I hit my head quite often on low ceilings in construction areas.
Last but not the least, have you ever experienced difficulty in transacting or communicating in English with Filipinos? If yes, tell your group about your experience.
Yes, not all Filipinos speak English. If they do, they're trying to speak English with an American. So, congratulations, you're not shy. Very good. You speak very good English.
Okay, thank you.
I don't speak Bisaya myself. My Tagalog is not that good. So, on English is my language for transacting business. Most professionals do speak some English, but it's not always enough to be cool. So sometimes you need an assistant in transacting business.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Take picture po.
Thank you very much.
Take a picture.